The New York State Public High School Athletic Association supports and encourages spectators to enjoy the competition between our student athletes and cheer for their teams in a positive manner. Negative comments and behavior will be addressed by the appropriate site personnel. Spectators should be loud, be proud, be positive toward all players, coaches, officials, and spectators. Thank you for your support and enjoy the game. And now for this evening's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Westfield Wolverines. Number 2, a junior, Ethan Weingart. Number 5, a junior, Cole Holland. Number 10, a junior, Darian Swanson. Number 11, an 8th grader, Carson Swanson. Number 15, a senior, Braden Neer. Wolverines are coached by Bob North and assisted by Nolan Swanson. And now, if you could please rise and help me to welcome our own Ellicottville Eagles. Number 2, a junior, Lucas Mars. Number 3, a senior, Leif Jimerson. Number 22, a senior, Clayton Rowland. Number 24, a senior, Wyatt Shee. And number 30, a junior, Logan Grinnell. The Eagles are coached by Dave McCann, assisted by Zach Galen. Tonight's officials are Tom Long, Dave Kane, and Scott Van Steve. If you could remain standing at this point, remove your hats and join me in the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Western New York Athletics live here on Western New York Athletics Facebook page, on Twitter, and on YouTube. I'm Jacob Fike. Alongside with me is Tom Princer, live here at Ellicottville High School, about to start off the Section 6 Class C2 semifinal game between Ellicottville and Westfield. Westfield's starting 5 is Ethan Weingart. He is out there with Cole Holland, the captain Darian Swanson, along with Carson Swanson, the 8th grader, and Braden Neer to complete the 5 for Westfield. For Ellicottville, Lucas Marsh is with Leif Jimerson, Clayton Rowland with Wyatt Chudy, and Logan Granoles to complete the 5 for Ellicottville. Westfield already in the paint, and the first bucket, giving it to Braden Neer, the senior. They move it from right to left, getting it over to Lucas Marsh. Now finding Granoles. Have Jimerson on the right side. They give it to him. They hand it off. Looks like that is Clayton Rowland, and they move it over back to Granoles. It's good passing so far for Ellicottville. Rowland spinning to his left, and that went off the backboard. Also a tip, but it will stay with Ellicottville. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Ellicottville coming in as a 2-seed, Westfield a 6-seed. They defeated 3-seed Maple Grove this past Monday. 3 on the way. Back iron for Granoles, and Westfield with the big board. Darian Swanson. They swing it out over to Carson Swanson and moving it back to Cole Holland. Holland dribbling over to his left to Darian Swanson. Swanson guarded by Jimerson. They kick it out, faking the 3, and we'll have a foul call against Ellicottville. Darian Swanson guarded by Granoles. He moves it to Carson Swanson along the right wing. Darian able to hold on to it. They kick it out, though. Carson for the three, hitting right iron, and the big rebound for Marsh. In transition, Jimerson on a drive. He'll go up, and a blocking foul is called. Couldn't get the feet set in time, and Jimerson, leading scorer in Ellicottville, will shoot 2 from the line.
Definitely close, right? Got very close to being called either way. But what happened was left his feet before those feet got set. That's the reason for the call.
Jimerson knocking down his first free throw. Leads the team in scoring, almost 18 a game. Actually, excuse me, 16 a game, and also has 3.6 assists and steals per game. He goes 2 of 2 from the line. Darian Swanson almost going to a double team. He'll float it to Holland. They try to get a tip pass over to Braden Neer, but it was stolen away. Rowland with it. They move it to the right side. Open three. Jimerson knocking down in the right corner.
That's how to jumpstart a team right there to get his team going.
Ellicottville with their first lead of the game. Bounce pass it over to Carson Swanson. They try to lob it to Darian Swanson, and Jimerson almost took it away. Darian Swanson tries to drive, and we're going to get a jump ball called with the possession arrow in favor of Ellicottville.
Good defense there by Chuddy. Chuddy does a great job of causing the tie-up right there.
Logan Granoles with it. Third on the team in scoring, just a little over 11 a game. They move it from Rowland to Jimerson. Along with that 2-3 zone. Some beautiful passing by Ellicottville. And Rowland open underneath. And the foul called. It was a nice block by Neer, but too much contact. And now send Rowland to the line.
Yeah, nice block, but used his body before the block, and that's the reason for the call right there.
Rowland just not getting enough roll in that first free throw. This Ellicottville team coming in 13-2 as the 2 seed, defeating Cassadaga Valley back on Monday. Rowland going 0 for 2 from the line. They were at this spot last year in the semifinals and lost to Holland 54-51, and we get a turnover here for Westfield, and that's when Holland took on Randolph for the C2 title, and Holland fell to Randolph by only 3, 49-46. So Ellicottville knows that they were close, and they're trying to get this year going off and strong and trying to get a C2 title in their hands. Some beautiful passing. Marsh for 3. Hitting back iron. Rowland couldn't grab the offensive board, and it will stay with the Eagles.
Agree. The passing around the zone here has been phenomenal today. I almost think it was one pass too many. I think he could have gone up right at the shot right there, right at the basket.
Marsh to Rowland. Right corner, faking his pass. Now feeding it over to Chuddy, and his shot hitting left iron and out. Darian Swanson, the captain. Giving it out to Carson Swanson. Trying to lob it to Weingart. He'll try to go on a drive and facing contact as he threw it up. So he'll get 2 free throw opportunities with 5:03 remaining in the first quarter. 5-2 in favor of Ellicottville. Weingart missing the first free throw. And that second one doesn't fall through. Rowland over the right to Jimerson. Bounce passing at the Chuddy. They give it to Rowland in the post. He couldn't move anywhere, lost his dribble, back to Chuddy, screen by Rowland, he pops, but they find Marsh. He's open for 3. He knocks it down! Lucas Marsh getting his first bucket of the game from three-point land.
Boy, so far, Ellicottville hot from three-point land. 2 of the 3 shots made.
Just shot up on the way, no good for Westfield. Darian Swanson, though, drives, though, for the putback. Marsh with it. They move it from right to left, back over to Jimerson. In this 2-3 Westfield zone, Granoll's trying to jump a little bit was Holland, and he did enough contact to commit a foul.
You can see almost both teams trying to settle into the game here early, right? Nobody's really gotten full control of the game yet. Both teams settling in, trying to feel each other out early on.
Screen by Rowland, kicking out to Marsh. Weingart was there, so Granoll's will get it from him. Now over to Jimerson. They bounce pass it from Chuddy to Granoll's, who cuts right through for the layup. And that's been the key for this season for Ellicottville. This passing has just been very dominant, very quick and efficient. Holland with it, getting over to Neer, trying to go up with it, and gets the friendly roll as they hit the back iron. So far for scoring for Westfield, Braden Neer with 4, Darian Swanson with 2. As for Ellicottville, Lucas Marsh has a 3 points, Jimerson with 5, and Logan Granoll's with 2. Marsh has it, finding now Granoll's. And a high zone there for Carson Swanson. Marsh getting Weingart to fake, get him up there, and Jimerson swishing it down.
He's getting hot. Watch out. Half-court trap right now, too, they're trying to do.
And they're trying to get a double team on the left wing, but Holland kicking out to Swanson. Trying to drive. Facing a double team, fading away, hitting left iron and out. Rolling to Chuddy. A nice feed to Jimerson for the alley-oop. And a timeout called. Already 10 points for Leaf Jimerson. 15-6 our score with 2:31 remaining in the first quarter.
Right when we said both teams are trying to figure each other out, bam, there goes Ellicottville. They find their way right there. What a burst right here. No doubt, I'm going to tell you, I think you've got to give Coach McCann a ton of credit. When you teach that kind of basketball where it's constant passing, trying to find the open man, tons of passing, making sure it's not about you, that's awesome. That is great play, and he's got his entire team to buy into that system, and you're seeing it come true today. Wow, that's a team, and that's team basketball that you've got right there.
And it's going to be a type of passing where Westfield's going to have to be on their feet more once they go in that 2-3 zone. They know that Ellicottville, even though they have 3 three-pointers in the first quarter so far, they're not really known for perimeter scoring. So that 2-3 zone's been working so far. It's just been really good passing from them to get open shots. And a pass here by Weingart, stolen away by Marsh. Jimerson thought about the 3. Marsh will take it instead, hitting back iron. Carson Swanson with the board, trying to go up, and it's initially blocked. I believe Chuddy got a hand on it.
How did Marsh hang on to that and not fall over?
Jimerson to Marsh. Back to Rowland. Thought about the 3. They give it to Chuddy. Tries to jump right in. Hop step going up and connecting. With the foul as well, a 3-point play coming up.
Unselfish play. That's all we've seen today. It's unselfish play. Find the open man. Find the best shot. That's what we've seen. And you're seeing that's why Ellicottville is so successful.
And the 3-point play comes to work for Ellicottville. Swanson trying to lob it to Neer. Able to find him. He tries to go up, and he goes in against Chuddy. From Granoll's to Marsh. Moving to that left side, back to Granoll's to Jimerson. He'll take a 3, hitting front iron, and Darian Swanson with the board. Swanson trying to cut right through. Had Weingart open, but probably wasn't expecting the pass. Goes through his hands for a turnover. From Chuddy to Marsh. Back over to Chuddy from left to right, back to left. Chuddy once more, getting it to Marsh. Mid-range jumper. Looked like it was initially touched by Weingart for the block. 57 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Swanson getting over to Weingart along the left wing. Tried to find with Swanson. It's tipped out of bounds with Westfield keeping it. Substitution for Westfield. Number 24, Aiden Larson, will come in for Weingart. Carson Swanson over to Darian Swanson. Now finding his Larson. Tried to give it to Holland. It was taken away. Jimerson with the dribble, and Darian Swanson will get the reach-in foul. And a quick run here for Ellicottville the past couple minutes. They've been strong, especially from the three-pointers from Leaf Jimerson and Lucas Marsh. And with the 30 seconds left, shot clock is turned off. Granoles to Jimerson, back to Granoles. They move over to Marsh. Now with 12 seconds left, they'll set up the play. As he moves to the right, they swing over to the left to Jimerson. Thought it wanted that deep three, but he'll go and drive. Couldn't get the friendly roll. Jimerson, though, trying to get the putback. It's blocked by Braden Neer. Shot on the way, and Marsh just missed it to the right. A little bit of a chaotic scene towards the end of the first quarter, but right now, Ellicottville up on Westfield 18-8.
I didn't think Jimerson had the angle there. I was surprised he got that up almost to make that shot in. Great job, and then gets a chance to, just misses to get a chance to put a putback right there. But no doubt, Ellicottville looks strong coming out in the first quarter. And like we said, I love the unselfish play is what you've seen. You've really seen tons of passing, trying to find the open man. And when you are going up against the zone, two things to beat a zone. Or actually say three things to beat a zone. Movement, right? Movement through the zone. Constant passing, which is what you're seeing Ellicottville do, or you're going to shoot the three. So far, they've done it two-prong effect. They're shooting the three real well and passing around the zone to be able to find the open man.
And that's led them to this double-digit lead, whereas for Westfield, they're relying a lot on Braden Neer and Darian Swanson to provide the scoring just like they have throughout this season. And so far, Ellicottville's done a good job keeping those guys at the helms right now with points on the board with only 8 for Westfield.
And folks, we're excited. This is the first time we've gone live on 3 different platforms on the same time. We're live. You can be watching us on Facebook. You can be watching us on Twitter. You could be watching us right now on YouTube. And you could even be catching it through the Facebook page. No matter what, you could find the game now.
Starting out the second quarter with Holland bounce passing it over to Larson, who faces a double team. Now that Darian Swanson fakes a guy up, he'll shoot the three. Doesn't get the friendly roll. And Chuddy with originally the rebound, but he'll get called for the foul. Darian Swanson over the near. Back to Holland. Tried to drive through 3 defenders. Darian Swanson, though, couldn't find an open shot. Holland does, and cashes it down the left wing. Gets his first bucket of the game, cuts the lead back to single digits. From Jimerson to Granoles to Chuddy, he'll take the 3. Bang! Wyatt Chuddy answering back with a 3 of his own. It's back up to a double-digit lead. Darian Swanson getting Granoles to hedge to his right a bit, but it's stolen away. Rolling with the beautiful feed, the Leaf Jimerson, and he's blocked from behind, but the putback's in there for Granoles.
Wow. What a way to get back on defense, but boy, that's team stays together and puts it back.
Near, through 3 defenders, it doesn't matter. He has 8 points, all of them coming underneath. Beautiful passing. Granoles to Roland. Granoles for the 3. Bang! Logan Granoles. The juniors cashing it from the top of the key.
Pace in this game has changed, Jake.
And that one is stripped away. Some feed from Granoles to Jimerson. This time he won't get rejected He'll get the layup, and a timeout called with 6:24 remaining in the first half. 28-13 in favor of Ellicottville.
Boy, the whole piece of the game changed, right? You just saw that both teams go up a notch, and the pace has gotten much faster. Boy, what a good game we've seen so far. And Ellicottville, doesn't matter whether it's the fast pace or slow it down, they're ready to play no matter what the pace is or what the style of the game is.
I want to thank you guys so far for tuning into this broadcast. I'm Jacob Fyack. Alongside with me is Tom Princer live here at Ellicottville High School. Just like what Tom mentioned earlier, we're not broadcasting on one platform, not two, three platforms on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So we thank you guys for tuning to this game for whichever platform you guys are on.
And you can also throw in on our website because you can catch it that way too.
So right now, that first quarter ended. Ellicottville was up on Westfield 18-8. Now we go in the second quarter. They're currently outscoring Westfield 10-5. Here's now Near with it. Trying to drive. He'll pop up over a two-pointer, and we'll switch it down. He's currently has 10 points, 10 of the 15 for his Westfield team. Jimerson to Roland. Try to get, looked like he tried to find Marsh, but it goes off him out of bounds. He faked Near a bit. Had Marsh open underneath, but just couldn't corral it. Holland popping up two-pointer. Rolling in and out. Rolling with the board. See, when I'll move towards the center. Granol's on a drive. He'll go up for the layup and connects.
Nice move to the glass. Great opposite hand as he uses his left up off the glass and in.
With 9 first half points, 7 of them coming in the second quarter for Logan Granols. Holland moving it over to Baresi. Now back to Darian Swanson. Now moving it back over to Josh Baresi and along the right side. Holland with it. Thought he had an open three, but Jimerson's able to stop it. Now through the hands of Near. Granols saves it for the steal. Jimerson for the layup and in.
Jimerson has come to play, I'll tell you that, Jake.
Now a deep three, hitting front iron and out for Darian Swanson. Up 17. Jimerson on a drive and getting the layup. Baresi over to Weingart, hitting front iron. It's short. Rolling with the board. 4:32 remaining here in the first half. Granols to Roland. They try to kick it out. They swing it back over to Granols, who gets right by Swanson. Feeding it now over, up too high on the post for Ryan Decay. And Near able to grab it with Westfield in transition. Lobbing over to Baresi. Back over to Swanson. He'll take the deep three. He'll knock it down. The captain with the big three. Jimerson over to Granols. Back to Marsh. Moving to Granols. They find Jimerson once more. Thought about the three. He'll move to his right. Getting over to Decay. Now he'll kick it out. Granols on a drive. He'll throw it over back to Decay to Marsh. 8 seconds left here on the shot clock. Decay to Jimerson. He'll move it back over to Granols. He doesn't take the three. He drives. Spinning move going up and Near with the block. Bounce pass to Baresi on a drive. Trying to find Holland. He bobbles it. He tries to give it to Weingart and Roland takes it away. On a drive for the layup and he's rejected by Darian Swanson. Big blocks for Westfield. 3 on the way, hitting front iron and Decay with the board. Jimerson getting Baresi to jump. Hop, step, floater, and catching it down. And we'll get it's like a stoppage in play. And it looks like we were having maybe a little bit of trash talking on Ellicottville's side. And it looks like the ref got a warning there.
Yeah, I just gave him a warning, no more.
We'll get a substitution as Braden Neer will take a seat. Coming in for him is Aiden Larson. Hey, you mentioned Leif Jimerson. 10 points in the first quarter, 8 in the second, total of 18. He's already matched his season average. Shot up and in for Larson.
Nice kiss off the rim and the glass on that one.
Jimerson, the Granolas, trying to cut through. Nice feed to Roland. It was initially, looked like it was tipped, but Roland ended up losing it and went out of bounds for a turnover.
I just love the unselfish play. I mean, it's almost looking for pass first versus shoot first.
From Swanson to Baresi, try to find Weingart, and Jimerson's there just to strip it away. Roland trying to move it to Granolas and wasn't expecting it, which led to a turnover. Darian Swanson lobbing it into Larson. Marsh able to get it for a jump ball. He held on to it long enough, and Ellicottville gets the possession arrow. Couple substitutions for Ellicottville. Wyatt Chuddy checks into the game for Westfield. Braden Neer checks right back in. And for Ellicottville, number 11, Jamison Caldwell checks into the game for the first time. Jimerson guarded by Holland. They move it over to Granolas. He dribbles it to the left side to Chuddy, and he wasn't expecting it. Bobbled it for another Ellicottville turnover. And now we'll get a timeout by Ellicottville with 2:03 remaining in the first half. Eagles up on the Wolverines 36-20.
We've talked a lot about the offense for Ellicottville and what they've done, especially the ball movement. But I'll tell you, the defense has also been big today. A lot of key steals that has led into fast breaks opportunities for Ellicottville too. So you got to give them credit on the defensive front because it's been just as strong of what we've seen on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they're doing a good job getting right by their defenders, and Jimerson has been a big part of it. We mentioned his scoring. He also leads the team in steals and has had a couple so far here in the first half. Now Darian Swanson over to Neer. Facing too much pressure. He had to kick it back out. He'll lob it over to Larson and underneath. And can't get the friendly roll. Roland with the rebound. Screen by Chuddy. Roland to Jimerson. Doesn't want the three. Chuddy, he'll decide to take it. He'll hit left rim. And the rebound's there for Caldwell. Jimerson for the deep three. Hitting back iron. Chuddy with the offensive board once more. He'll try to go up, but the jump ball's called. And the possession arrow will go to Westfield. Substitution for Westfield. Larson will take a seat. Coming in for him will be Ethan Weingart. Swanson to Baresi for three. Hitting left iron, and a foul called. Leaving on Neer, going to be an over a back call. Granolas to Chuddy. Moving over to Caldwell in the left corner. He'll lob it from Granolas, trying to find Jimerson, just wasn't there in time. And another turnover for Ellicottville. Aiden Larson comes right back in for Neer.
I think that may be the only difference, but this isn't even a bigger lead than it is. Just a couple of missed passes that have gone awry there. Those passes would happen, and a couple of those finishes that got blocked, you'd be talking this could be a 25, 30-point game right now.
From Holland, feed over to Baresi. He's initially blocked by Chuddy. They tried saving it. Baresi takes it away. Darian Swanson on the drive to his right, and a foul called against Jimerson for a reaching foul.
Right now, 6 fouls are called against Westfield, 4 fouls against Ellicottville. So the next foul, even though there's only 48 seconds against Westfield, Ellicottville will be shooting 1-1.
Howell in the left corner, trying to kick it out to Swanson, and Jimerson's right there on a drive. Nice feed of Granols, and he gets it.
Nice pass right there, especially unselfish play right at the rim.
Granols with 9 points this quarter. Jimerson with 8. Holland over to Larson, giving it back to Weingart. He'll float up a hook shot, and Chuddy with the board. Shot clock's turned off. Chuddy the Granols. 10 seconds left to go in the first half. Giving it to Caldwell. Back to Granols. They use the screen. Finding his Chuddy on a drive. Gets one guy to go up, and he creates contact. They'll sit on the line to shoot 2 with 2 seconds remaining.
Good job, the hesitation fake right there. I thought it was just enough, too, where he was going to almost get that up and in.
Chuddy's first free throw rolling in and out. Second one on the way, cashing in. They give Ellicottville a 19-point lead with 2 seconds left. Giving it to Swanson. He'll chuck it up on the way. It's going to end up being short. And that, folks, will be the end of the first half. Ellicottville coming out strong towards the end of the first quarter and keeping the fire on against Westfield. They go in the half up 39-20.
So we're going to take a break here at halftime. We're going to come back a little bit early in halftime. We're going to go through the brackets and talk to you about the brackets, how Ellicottville has gotten here, how Westfield has gotten here, and then what to expect the rest of the way.
All right, so we'll take a break in the action. We thank you guys so far for tuning into Western New York Athletics on the Facebook page, on Twitter, and on YouTube. We will be right back.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics, live here on the Western New York Athletics Facebook page, on Twitter and YouTube. And right now we're going to take a look at the Section 6 Class C2 bracket to see what's been going on so far during this playoff round, as we start off with the 1 seed Randolph, who defeated Holland on Monday by the final score of 70-28. And then you had Frewsburg defeating Silver Creek also on Monday, as the 1 seed and 4 seed for Randolph and Frewsburg are playing right now as we speak. And as for the bottom brackets, Maple Grove was upset by Westfield, and Ellicottville defeating Cassadaga Valley also on Monday. And that's the game you're watching right now between Ellicottville and Westfield. And then the winner of this game will take on either Frewsburg or Randolph for the C2 championship game.
And unfortunately, we don't have any JCC or Buff State opportunities, so it will be home team will host from here on in. And this is right now big to be able to get your home court advantage, because as we know, home court advantage will actually bring your fans in with you as opportunities. But at least your away fans hopefully will get opportunities like this to at least watch the game, so they can be seen out there. This is you know, we wish all of you were here. We really do. And hopefully this is just a little way to be able to watch some of it. But no doubt home court advantage right now is huge. So you know Ellicottville, with a 19-point lead right now at half, is hoping that Frewsburg can upset Randolph. So they're talking about a home game opportunity.
Yeah, if Frewsburg's able to knock off Randolph, Ellicottville will have the home game here. And that'd be very tremendous for the Eagles, as Westfield has now just come back onto the court. I want to thank you guys for tuning into this broadcast so far, as Ellicottville is currently on top of Westfield 39-20. So what we'll do here, still talk about the game that's been prospering so far. We mentioned about the beautiful passing by Ellicottville that's led to some tremendous buckets, whether it's been from three-point land or underneath. They've done a tremendous job of finding passes to get open guys for open shots. And as for Leif Jimerson, he's been a big part of it. Not only is he getting it from the passes of his teammates. He's creating steals on defense, then transitioning those from defense to offense for transition buckets, and he's been a big part of that, along with Logan Grenos, who has been phenomenal, swinging the ball around, starting off the passing for their offense, and then also contributing with buckets as well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable so far. But like I said, it's also been because of the play. Happens to be the open man because of the unselfish passing that you see from this team. And that's been the key to be able to find the open man. And it's been the open man that's been getting the shots. So I'll tell you this, watch out later. We're going to go live for our interviews post-game, so we'll choose some player of the games. We got some tough choices right now because if it's Ellicottville, they got a lot of players right now stepping up for it.
And as for Westfield's side, it's just been mainly Braden Neer, who's been getting a lot of his buckets underneath and driving to the hole, and Darian Swanson, who's their leading scorer on this team, averaging almost 18 a game, was only held to 5 in the first half.
On the boys' side, here's a score. Clarence leading Jamestown at the half, 20-17. That's a little bit of an upset right there, as Jamestown having an incredible season right now. On the girls' side, it looks like Randolph is up 16-9 over Chautauqua Lake for the girls at the end of the first. Now halftime is Randolph 25, Chautauqua Lake 16 for the girls. Got a couple scores that are coming in right now.
Total points in the half for Ellicottville. Marsh has 3. Leaf Jimerson has 18. Wyatt Chudy has 7. And Logan Grenos has 11. And we now start off the second half with Grenos getting the ball back from Jimerson and Jimerson getting it back from him. Nice little handoff to Chudy over the Roland. And they move from right to left. They swing it around. Grenos fakes the 3, cuts it back over to Chudy, who couldn't get the friendly roll, but Roland with the putback. It's actually Roland's first bucket of the game. Darian Swanson over the right to Holland. They move it over the Neer, who almost got stripped away. Now over the head. It was a tip pass, so no over in the back call. Swanson wanted that 3. He'll now take it, and he'll swish it down. I mentioned he only had 5 points in the first half. Braden Neer led all scorers for Westfield with 8. Oh, excuse me, 10 actually. Marsh to the right from Chudy, from Roland to Grenos, and now it's just beautiful passing for the bucket.
It's been beautiful passing all game by them.
Neer trying to go up. He's almost stripped. Goes in the hands of Darian Swanson. They bounce pass it to Weingart for a mid-range jumper, and Roland with the board. Now for the long pass, it's a bit short for Jimerson, but he goes up. Grenos couldn't get the offensive board. Weingart snags it away. Darian Swanson moving, trying to kick back. It's tipped off Jimerson, and it goes into the hands of Roland. Roland feeding it to Grenos in the post. Couldn't move to his right. Now he does with the hook shot. It's short to the left. Holland, the Weingart, through his hands. Jimerson able to tip it and stole away by Chudy. He'll try to get over to Grenos. Feeding it to Marsh. He'll kick it out. Now he'll drive, floating it up. It's short. Gets his offensive board. He'll go up for the shot, hitting back rim and iron, and it goes off the hands of Roland, out of bounds. Substitution for Westfield. Aiden Larson comes in for Weingart.
Great job in the offensive boards right there for Ellicottville as you see them crashing the boards, getting 2, 3, 4 opportunities at shots.
Yeah, Carson Swanson over to Darian Swanson. Neer, though, the mid-range jumper, knocking it down. From Grenos to Jimerson. Back to Grenos to the left side of Marsh. They move it over to Chudy. He almost got double teamed. Rowland got double teamed. Leads Jimerson wide open, cutting through. He's now got 20 points in this game. To Holland on a drive, going up and connects. With a 3-point play opportunity coming up, Holland going to the line.
Sorry, folks, we had a little glitch right there with the video. We got you back up and running, though, very quickly, so I apologize for that little glitch right there.
Hitting back iron. Jimerson, though, on a drive. Euro stepping up. It's short. Now Darian Swanson lobbing it to Neer, who almost lost it. They try to save it. They do. Larson kicking out. Carson Swanson for 3, hitting back iron. Jimerson with the board. Facing a double team, he'll find Rowland to his left along the baseline, and a foul called against Darian Swanson. Marshall lob it to Grenels. Quick pass to Chudy. Trying to drive to his right, but they'll kick it out. Rowland, now over to Marsh. Doesn't take the 3. Tries to move along the baseline. Bounce passing over to Rowland. He's initially blocked by Neer. Neer's had some big blocks so far this game. Darian Swanson's had some as well.
I was just going to say the same thing. You look at a bright spot, boy, Neer's defense has been really good today.
He's got tremendous wingspan and very good vertical as well. Marsh for 3. Too much to the left. Swanson bringing it up. Trying to cut right by the defense. Tried to give it to Holland, and it went off Westfield for a turnover.
Yeah, you actually saw there as Holland was falling out of bounds, it tipped off the top of his hand as he was going out of bounds.
Jimerson to Grenels. Moving over to Marsh to the left side. Grenels the top of the key, right wing for Jimerson. He moves back over to Grenels now. Trying to drive, bounce passing over to Rowland. Underneath the baseline, Grenels going up against both Larson and Neer. Much taller players against Grenels, but it doesn't matter. He's now got 15 points in this game. To Swanson. Neer open for the mid-range jumper and connecting. And it looks like we'll get a full timeout for Westfield with 3:53 remaining in the third. Ellicottville still up big, 47-29.
Yeah, right where they left off in the first half. Great ball movement. I think the difference that we've really seen that they've even added more in is the offensive rebounds. We've just seen them crashing the boards right there and giving them the opportunities to put back second, third, fourth opportunities. Those start to fall because they didn't fall a couple of those times. Those start to fall, and that's just going to add more into their lead and their opportunity to win this game.
Anything from Westfield's side that you can see? I mean, I know Darian Swanson would be a big one. He's got to find a way to get points because he is their leading scorer. But someone else, along with Swanson, has to try to provide some scoring, at least get him back in this game.
Yeah, and you start to think about, are we going to see some sort of full court press? Are we going to see some sort of defense? My only thing is the way to beat a full court press is to pass through it. Very quick passes to break a full court press. I'm not sure I'd want to press this team because they do pass the ball so well. Are they going to be able to pass right out of that? That's going to be the question. And I think you're going to eventually have to see something to be able to make a run to be able to get some easy baskets for themselves.
Out of this timeout, we resume play. Marsh with it, over to Grenels. Over to Jimerson. He'll take the deep 3. Swishing down, Leaf Jimerson. Swanson over to Holland. So he moves to the right corner, lobbing it back over to Swanson. Thought he had Neer. He'll move to the right, though. Try to go along the baseline over to Neer. He'll go up, and he'll face contact as well, and he'll go with a charity stripe for 2.
Yeah, he can absolutely jump, no doubt about it. You've seen him almost jump through the gym in a couple cases, but he's doing a great job of being able to get some of those offensive opportunities right at the glass because of his leaping ability.
And Neer connects on the first free throw. Substitution as for Westfield. Carson Swanson comes out. Coming in for him will be Easton Seeger. And it connects for the second free throw. Jimerson thought he wanted that deep three. They move it back over to Rowland. Wanted it as well. Jimerson will take the three and knocks it down. 26 points for Jimerson.
I'm starting to get an idea of one of the players of the game we may be interviewing later.
Near for the mid-range jumper is too strong. Marsh with the board. Marsh to Grenels. They move it along the baseline, trying to feed it to Rowland, but it goes into the hands of Westfield. Holland on a drive. He'll go up off the glass and getting the nice roll. 2:25 remaining in the third quarter. Ellicottville up on Westfield 53-33. Bounce passing from Rowland to Marsh. He's open for three. That one can't find the bottom of the net. Darian Swanson over to Seeger. Bounce pass into Holland. He goes up for the layup. It's a little strong, but regardless, he faces contact. He'll shoot two. Holland missing his first free throw. Second one on the way, but this one will catch down. Substitution for Westfield. Aiden Larson comes out. Coming in for him will be the junior Josh Baresi. Decay over to Grenels. Some nice passing. Jimerson. Three's a bit strong. Rowland trying to get it off a Westfield defender, but Decay's able to get it. Rowland faking a three, facing a double team. Grenels cutting through on a drive. Couldn't get it off the glass. Rowland for the putback, and he's initially stripped by Darian Swanson. And a foul against Grenels.
Score from the north side as Medina is up 11-10 over Newfane in the B2 semifinals right now.
Bounce pass to Holland, back to Swanson. They get over to Seeger. Back to Swanson. He'll take a deep three of his own and knocks it down.
He's had his shot from three-point land. That's been where he's been most successful today, is from the three-point land.
Yeah, he's knocked down a couple of threes. He's actually got three in this game.
Tell you what was interesting about that Medina Newfane game matchup is they both beat each other on their home courts and beat each other by 20 on their home courts.
Beautiful passing continues, but the shot by Grenels is short. Rolling over the putback, and this time he'll go to the line to shoot two. Rowland's first free throw rattles in. Here's a quick score from center court. Cheektowaga takes a 54-34 lead on Will East as they started a 9-0 run with 4:40 remaining in their third quarter.
Cheektowaga is a team nobody's really talked about and gets a #1 seed. They have had some big wins this season too.
Holland throwing up his shot, hitting back iron near with the offensive board. Facing the double team, now a triple team. He fades away, can't get the friendly roll. And now we'll get a full timeout for Ellicottville. 54 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Total score is 55-37. I actually want to go back on that center court tweet. I want to update this because I actually said that wrong. Will East was down on Cheektowaga 54-34. They went on a 9-0 run and cut the lead to make it 54-43.
Which is still, I mean, they still got themselves, an 11-point lead right there. So, like I said, Cheektowaga has been dangerous here with some big wins out there. No doubt about it. I'll tell you the team I would have liked to seen what they could have done in the postseason that we didn't get a chance to see, that I know Cheektowaga actually beat twice, I think, this season, was the Iroquois team. A very unique team, had the shooting from the outside, had a big down low at 6'8". I would have loved to see Iroquois get that chance. Unfortunately, due to COVID, they weren't able to advance and play in the Section 6 tournament.
Here's a quick update on the Clarence-Jamestown game. With 3:51 remaining in the third, Clarence is up on Jamestown 27-26. So the shots aren't falling for the Red Raiders in that game, but Clarence just holding on to some strong defense.
But I'll tell you, watch out. That Jamestown team is unbelievable to watch, and they can turn it on at any time, and they've got scores all over the place. Don't count them out yet.
Jimerson to Grenels. Back to Decay. Moving to that right side. He has Roland, but he'll feed it over to Jimerson. Tries to drive. Euro step up. Can't get the friendly roll. Jimerson didn't touch it, and thank goodness he didn't because it went off Westfield.
I don't know how he danced and stayed inbounds, out of bounds, and then didn't touch the ball. I thought he was going to save it there for a second, too.
Grenels on a drive, trying to float it up, and Near blocks it away again.
Another great block there by Near.
He's got to have at least 5 in this game.
Absolutely. And like I said, he's been a shining spot on the defensive side of the ball.
A lob to Grenels, over to Roland, who bobbles it but saves it. It's now Decay. As actually the shot clock's off right now with 20 seconds left, so they'll save it. Grenels the Marsh, over to Roland. Some triangle passing. They move it to Roland. Was open for a 3. He decides to drive, though, and he's blocked again by Near. 3 seconds left. Swanson facing a double team. He throws it up and hits front iron, but the foul is going to be on the floor with 1 second left.
I think Swanson said, wait, I was shooting that one. He wanted it to be a shooting foul is what he wanted.
They got to look up and realize they got 1 second left. Need a quick shot. Holland to Swanson, and not enough time. And we end the third quarter. Ellicottville up big, 55-37.
So the question will be, does Westfield come out in some sort of a different defense right now to try to make a run, try to do something to get some quick points to cut down this lead? They got to get this by 4 minutes left. They've got to get this into single digits so they try to make a run right here. You've got right now, though, take a look. Ellicottville's got 5 fouls right now against them, only 2 fouls against Westfield. Gives Westfield the opportunity to be a little bit more aggressive right there to give themselves an opportunity to try to get in this game. And I'll tell you, Ellicottville's just got to keep doing what they're doing. Keep playing the unselfish basketball. Still keep giving yourself the opportunities that you can do. You do that, and you keep passing the ball the way you are, you'll pass through any sort of defense. You'll pass through any sort of opportunities if there's a press. Keep doing what you're doing because it's gotten you this far with an 18-point lead.
Yeah, 9-0 run here to start off this quarter within the first couple minutes could definitely shift some momentum towards their side.
Yeah, if I'm Westfield right now, I just got to look. It's a half a quarter. Get it down to 10, then make a run.
We now start the fourth quarter. Darian Swanson over to Near. They move it over to Holland. Back to Passeri. Passeri trying to get Holland to move to his left. He does. And over to Near. Mid-range jumper. Hitting back iron. Ellicottville to Grenels. Grenels to Jimerson. You know he can shoot that deep 3. They find Marsh. Trying to go on a drive, and Swanson swats it away. They move it to the right to Holland. Swanson back to Holland. He'll throw up a 3. He'll knock it down. 15-point lead for Ellicottville. Jimerson to Grenels. Over to Rowland. Mid-range jumper. It's strong. Darian Swanson bringing it up. On a drive for the layup. It's too short on the right. Basseri keeps it, though. Back to Seeger to Basseri. Holland with it. To Basseri. They lob it over to the right. 3 for Swanson. Bang! Darian Swanson. And with 2 big threes, a 6-0 run to start off for Westfield, cutting the lead down to 12 with 6:33 remaining here in the game.
I was just about to say, when you saw the last offensive opportunities for Ellicottville, if they score right here, Westfield, you're going to see a timeout called by Coach McCann. That's exactly what you see here, as Westfield's done exactly what they said. Come out strong, cut it down, right? You're at a 12-point deficit right now, 6:33 left. By that 4-minute mark, it's got to be single digits. Cut the game in half where it's 2 different games. Got to win by 10, got to win by 10, and get yourself a win is how you're going to do it. So early on, great start here. Ellicottville's just got to, hey, settle in. No big deal, right? Every team's going to go on runs. It happens in every basketball game, no matter what the level is, right? So get ready. Now settle in. You got to do what you got you here and got you your lead.
Jimerson with it on the right side. They bounce past it to Rowland. He tried cutting through, but stays along the wing. Rowland trying to find a teammate. He gives it over to Marsh. Now the Grenels along that post, and they get it over to Jimerson. Crossing over from right to left. He'll go up for the layup, and he'll get it in.
Big stop right there. Sorry, by Jimerson. Big stop.
Holland for 3, hitting front iron. Basseri with the offensive board. Near bobbles it. And Jimerson trying to get it away. And we got a foul against Holland, who dove towards the bottom to try and grab it. He's trying to get a jump ball attempt, but the foul here will be against Westfield.
Big shot there by Jimerson, though. Stop that bleeding, right? Get the opportunity to at least make that lead come out a little bit, so they're having to fight even more to try to get back in this game.
Grenels to Jimerson. Been the 2 big scorers for Ellicottville so far. Jimerson almost getting a nice fancy layup, but Grenels grabbing the board. Back to Marsh. Jimerson, 3. It's almost in, but the foul's there for Darian Swanson, who commits it, and Jimerson will shoot 3 from the line.
Almost a 4-point play right there, as that almost went down as he gets that one up. Great shot. Way to get that off by Jimerson. Take the contact, but still get that shot off.
Jimerson knocking the first 2 down. Currently has 28 points on the night. Make it now 29. From Swanson to Holland, they give it over to Basseri. It's tipped. He'll move along the baseline to give Seeger an open 3, and he swishes it down. The threes have been there for Westfield in the second half, but Ellicottville has done a good job responding to each one. Chudy lobbing over from Marsh to Grenels. Back to Chudy. Fakes from his left to go to his right. Marsh trying to lob it over to Chudy. Trying to drive, facing near. Moving it to Jimerson. And he ends up traveling. And you saw that with Chudy. He wanted to drive, but he knows Near was right there setting up for a block attempt. From Swanson over to Holland. Back to Swanson. They move it over to Basseri in the right corner. They don't want to take that 3, going up against Rowland. And Swanson driving along the baseline. He kicks it out. I believe there's a foul called against Ellicottville.
It was a push, yeah, as he pushed him out of bounds there. Coming up on that 4-minute mark we talked about, and that's 4 fouls, just so we're aware, on Chuddy right there. or Chudy, I apologize. 4 fouls on Chudy right there.
Seeger, mid-range jumper. Too much to the left, but the offensive board for Westfield. They move it to Swanson. He'll throw up a 3, and they're going to call timeout. Westfield, 30 seconds, 4:30 remaining in the game. Ellicottville up 60-46.
4:30 left right now, right? 14-point. You got to get somewhere. This is, Coach, I like this timeout by Coach North right here. Is what he's trying to do is this is an important shot because you can get this down to 12. You can look at, listen, 12 is really close to that 10 mark but it's within reason to make a run, especially with the way that you've been hitting threes right now because the 3 ball could get you back into this game.
You mentioned earlier in the broadcast when we were talking about the Jamestown-Clarence game to not count them out. Well, right now, with 3:52 remaining in that game, Jamestown and Clarence are all knotted up at 39.
Yeah, I've watched that Jamestown team a couple times play. They are for real. There's no doubt. And I'll tell you, I really wouldn't mind seeing a Niagara Falls-Jamestown matchup there in the AA division.
We've resumed play out of the Westfield timeout. The shot by Neer is a little bit too much to the left. Ellicottville brings it up. From Jimerson, Marsh rolls to the right along with Jimerson, who tries to cut back, give it over to Chudy. Back to Jimerson, he'll move it on. Well beyond 3-point land, bounce pass to the Grenells. Just killing clock. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Chudy having Jimerson cut right through. Marsh, though, on a drive. Kicking it back out to Jimerson, who wasn't open. Now he is. Hitting right iron for the mid-range shot and Near with the rebound. Swanson spinning to his left. Couldn't find anything. Gives it over to Holland. Holland back to Swanson. Throws up a deep 3. Hitting front iron. 3:30 left to go in the game. Grenells to Jimerson. Back over to Grenells. They move it over to Marsh. And they just kill as much clock as they can. With 12 seconds left, Jimerson on a drive, and he gets the layup.
I wonder if he caught his thigh on that one.
And the layup's in for Holland. That layup there by Jimerson on the right side of the court gives him now 31 in this game. Jimerson to Roland to Grenells. This passing by Chudy. He goes up and he gets the bucket and the foul.
Boy, but I'll tell you, Ellicottville, the clock is in their favor. They're going to do everything to just keep taking more and more time off that clock. Use the shot clock to their advantage.
Chudy connects on the 3-point play. Seeger trying to find Swanson. He does. Ellicottville trying to get him into a bit of a trap but regardless, they create the turnover. Chudy, back from Roland to Chudy. Roland along the top of the key over to Marsh. Chudy, back to Grenells. Finding Jimerson. Getting Seeger to jump a little bit and giving over to Grenells. Now to Chudy, mid-range jumper. Hitting right iron, not getting the roll. Swanson trying to find a teammate. Bounce passing it over to Becerri. Swanson thought about the 3, gets Grenells to jump. Over to Near underneath for the bucket. Bounce pass to Roland. Roland to Marsh. From Chudy to Marsh, he'll try to go for his layup. He's blocked, though, by Swanson. And Roland trying to save it, but Westfield bring it up in transition. Swanson on a drive, gets the layup. Grenos to Chudy. Up against Seeger. Moves to his right. Has Jimerson. Doesn't take the three. With 56 seconds left to go, they're just holding on to it. Back to Chudy. Grenos on a drive. Getting it to Roland, who goes up and will go to the line to shoot 2. And that passing hasn't been as crisp as it was towards the beginning, but regardless, it's just fast and just becoming too fast for Westfield.
You nailed that right there. Difference in the fourth quarter you've seen in that passing. I don't know if it's because they're tired or whatever it may be, but that's been the run you've seen Westfield come when you haven't seen that crisp passing that we saw for the first 3 quarters of play. And
we'll get a couple substitutions. Logan Whitesell and number 14, Dominic Quagliana, checks into the game. And Roland goes 1 of 2 from the line. And I believe we just got a timeout with 49 seconds left. Ellicottville up 66-52, and with that, you have to think that
he's going to put some subs in.
Yeah, the nail is in the coffin as Ellicottville will move on to the C2 final to take on either it was Randolph or I'm trying to see again what the bracket was.
Randolph and Frewsburg. Was the upper part of that bracket.
Yes, between Randolph or Frewsburg.
And then look out for later on. Once we'll go down at this game, we'll shut the game down. Look out back on social media. We will come live to do our post-game interviews as we interview our players of the game and talk to them a little bit.
Got a brand new 5 out there for Ellicottville. Holland along that left side. Move it over to Swanson. He'll take the deep 3, hitting front iron and out, and the big rebound for Brett Kraniski. As they move it over to Caldwell, and it will stay with Ellicottville.
Hey, these guys could just get a chance in there. I had no problem if he was going to try to put that back up and in.
Decay with it, over to Palmatier. Screen by Caldwell. Decay, free throw jumper, short. Rebounds there by Quagliana. On a drive to Basseri for the right-handed layup. It's strong. And then gives over to Bomberry. With 9 seconds left, he's almost stripped away. And they'll move over to Decay. With 5 seconds left, back over to Bomberry. He'll throw up the 3, and it hits off right iron, and that focuses game. Ellicottville moves on to the Section 6 Class C2 final game, and will take on the winners of the Randolph and Frewsburg game.
Great game. Great job by Ellicottville. Good job by Westfield to fight, get themselves back in it. Ellicottville with their passing, and of course, 31 points there by Jimerson. Great game by him. We're going to talk to the players of the game, but I can't wait to see the possible matchup, which could be Randolph and Ellicottville that we could see next.
So we thank you guys for tuning to this broadcast. Stay tuned. We will have live interviews coming up from the Ellicottville players. This is Western New York Athletics live on Western New York Athletics Facebook,